Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another Patreon-sponsored blind reaction. And this one comes to you courtesy of Quentin Martin, who has requested that I react to Return to Zootopia, Episode 2, A New Case. So yeah, second episode of this. I watched the first one last month, and it was pretty good. I don't know if the series has quite hooked me yet, but I think the first one was well done, and definitely had potential. It definitely set a potential for this to eventually get interesting. And hopefully that happens here. Hopefully this one pulls me in a bit more and hooks me in for whatever this story is going to be. Which we still don't really know that much yet. We kind of just sort of, I think, set up the situation with the characters a little bit last time. Just sort of playing on a little bit of romantic tension. Obviously that's an angle they're taking for this story. And like Judy's working some case and Nick is dealing with a kind of less than adequate living situation, and I think that's pretty much the gist of what I took away. So I don't really know if the plot has quite fully kicked in here yet, but maybe it will this time. This one is a little bit longer. It's 18 minutes as opposed to, I think the last one was like 12, so we got a bit more time. So maybe something interesting will happen. Let's get started and find out. Here we go. Fan film based on Walt Disney's Zootopia.
Yeah, right there. Move a little
Savannah
more.
Central.
Oh, this is looking great.
Clawhauser, what's going on?
It's nothing, just this beautiful new machine that we've finally been able to
Oh.
buy. It even has a camera and parachutes. It's amazing.
It's nice. So when can I ride it?
What?
Wow.
Whoa, no. This is strictly per Chief Bogo's instructions, just for show.
For show?
Oh.
Come
Well, that seems
on.
kind of a
No
waste.
orders ever stopped us.
Just every single time that we receive them.
Don't worry, I'm just pulling your strings.
Oh, carrots.
Good morning, partner.
How's the cutest little bunny in the world this
Aw.
morning?
Don't call me cute. Where were you? We're supposed to be fighting crime together.
I got here before you did, and I waited for you to arrive, you know? Since you rabbits are so slow, I decided to go out and buy a dozen donuts.
Nice.
Raspberry Blast.
Oh,
Come on.
that sounds
I have to
good.
Process this guy. And no, I don't want a donut. Thank you for those donuts, by the way.
Yeah.
Surprisingly good.
Right?
Everyone wants a
Those
donut.
Donuts. I'm telling you, best place to get them.
I love how the cop stereotype that we all love donuts is actually true.
I've never felt so happy to be stereotyped. Wait. Actually, Parsons and Ferrer both hate donuts.
Oh, that's
What is wrong with them?
All right, the counter's there. Let's go donate this check.
Officer Hobbs, Officer Wilde.
It is a pleasure to finally meet you two in person.
Oh, well, thank you. And you?
Yeah, who's this?
Miles Walker, CEO of Walker Resorts. Pleasure to meet you.
Ah, don't forget future mayor of Zootopia.
Oh,
Future mayor?
He's running. Right now, there are plenty of animals that want to run, but he is leading the polls.
Well, my
Huh?
promise for a safer, less poverty-stricken Zootopia is gaining attention.
Well, now you just sound like an advertisement.
As I was saying, it is a pleasure to meet you two. You two look better in real life than on the telly. Especially you, my dear.
oh.
Oh, well,
Okay.
it's nice to meet another rabbit. There aren't that many that we know of here.
Yes. Most of them stay in Bunny Burrow, growing carrots. I'm glad you decided to come over to Zootopia. The city definitely looks better with you here.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
So touching.
Well, laying it on
Pops,
pretty thick
we have to
there.
take this check to the counter over there. Let's skedaddle.
Just give me a second here.
Oh, but
Okay.
it's working. I mean,
Yeah. Sure.
as obvious as
So,
it is.
Mr. Walker?
Please, call me Miles.
Miles, what exactly is the CEO of a corporation doing here?
I'm donating money, as well as time. I volunteer here. Zootopia should be a city where everyone lives happy, not just a select few. Anyway, Officer Hobbs,
Call me Judy.
Judy.
you know, finally meeting you has given me a deep
this
understanding
guy gonna
of
be
what
the
I want
villain?
to do with my life and who I want to spend my life with.
I don't trust him for
Thank
some
you.
reason.
Hey, is there a garbage can around here? Because I might just throw up in it.
Wow.
Good morning, Clawhauser. Aren't you supposed to be inside?
It's my break right now. The chief wanted the helicopter in perfect shape, so...
Oh, right.
That helicopter is definitely
Here,
getting
buddy.
used at
Hope
some
this
point
makes
in
your
this.
break even better.
Oh,
Thanks.
Just save one for Bogo.
Don't worry, I will.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what I expected.
Good morning, Nick. Hey, you've been acting weird since yesterday. When we met Miles.
Oh, it's nothing, Carrots. Don't worry. Just, I get this vibe from him, you know? Just, I get this feeling that he might be using the homeless just to gain their vote in the election.
Well, he's been helping in the shelter for a long time. Way before he wanted to run. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
I just don't like seeing animals taken advantage of, Judy. I mean, when I was younger, everyone always took advantage of me.
What do you mean?
When I didn't have a job, no one helped me. And when I did have a job, I didn't get paid. Everyone got away with it because they could all blame me for the exact same thing, that I was a fox. Who would believe me if I said I didn't get paid? No one. Not even the good old ZPD. No one trusts a fox.
I do.
Aw.
And I also didn't totally like the way Miles was ogling you. Yeah, just long, hard ogles. Just ogling everywhere. Excuse me. Do you know where the vending machines are? Oh, right this way. I'll show you, sir. I'll be right back, Judy.
Officer Hops, we're gonna need you at the questioning room. Copy. Over.
Officer Clawhauser, this is Officer Judy Hops. I'm on my way. Over.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Mom, Dad, hey.
How are you?
How's my hero cop?
I'm doing great, guys. You kind of called it a bad time, though.
We're
I have
sorry, honey. We didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, we just wanted to know if you remembered us, you know? You haven't called in
I
a
know.
while.
It's just that I've been chasing down this drug dealer for a while now. I finally caught him. Now I actually have to go do some paperwork, so...
That's great, honey.
Thanks, guys. I worked really hard to catch him. Not to brag.
Oh no, we meant it's great to see you doing paperwork.
Wow.
Staying safe is good.
Yeah, they never change.
Tell that to my Aunt Nada. Oh, after eating those contaminated cranberries.
And also the bigger news, we wanted to let you know that to celebrate Mother's Day coming up, we've just ordered a room at the hotel right by your apartment.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, isn't that great? We're gonna be right there with you for a few days.
That'll be fun.
Wow, that's so soon, too.
Isn't it?
We're going over there in a few days. Yep, you're right. So don't die of anticipation.
Don't die at all, actually.
Yes, please don't.
Okay,
That would be bad.
Mom, Dad. I have to go.
Okay, honey.
Stay safe.
My wife is in the hospital, in a coma, and I'm telling you, you need to find out who did this.
So, where was your wife attacked again?
She was attacked at her home. I just wasn't there.
You live where, again?
We live in Sahara Square,
Lovely.
at the Dune Country Club Apartments.
We'll find out what happened. Don't worry. You don't happen to have any ideas, do you? Who attacked her?
No. She's the kindest armadillo you'd ever get the chance to meet. All I know is that it's a Sunday, so my wife isn't working, and I am. So I'm working, yes, and I get a call. And it's from the country club, saying that my wife has been attacked, and my friend and I called the police as the owner hadn't even called them, and we take her to the hospital. And now I'm here, and I want to know what happened.
Where does she work?
The homeless shelter. The
Oh.
Feeding Zootopia Foundation shelter. She takes the train
Well-
every day to get to City Center, downtown.
Interesting.
Well,
Yes.
we'll take the case, Mr. Shell.
Very
Don't
interesting.
worry, I promise we'll find out what happened to your wife.
Thank you so much.
Hobbs, Wild, Office. All right,
Oh.
you two. Thank you yet again for promising to resolve a case that has already been resolved.
You see, about that, I didn't promise anything. All her.
Chief, we were just answering the call.
I told Clawhauser not to. Look, there is no case here. This is a random break-in. There was a scuffle, a kind armadillo has been hospitalized, objects were robbed. That's it. Officer Lopez and Myrtle already investigated, found nothing.
Chief, with all due respect, our job is to help.
Yeah.
We're here to help.
We're going.
I think there's
to
still a
help.
case
we're
there.
We're going
I
to
think.
solve this case, sir.
Hops, there is no case to solve.
It doesn't
I
seem
need you
very
to the
reasonable.
City center. We just can't have too many officers running around all in one place. It'll be a mess, and there'll be a panic.
Chief,
This doesn't
an
seem
animal
quite
has been
right.
hospitalized. I'm going to find out who did it.
Gotta.
You know, Hops, sometimes I wonder who's really in command here. Go ahead. Just please, don't make a mess of things.
When have we ever?
Alrighty. Let's see the case.
That was weird.
Okay. It says Mrs. Shell was attacked at her home here, in Sahara Square. And known associates, yada yada yada, shelter, and Mr. Walker. She knew Miles Walker?
From what I heard Lopez
yeah.
and Myrtle say via radio, it was that she worked for Miles Walker as an architect.
Architect? That's a different profession, don't you think?
I don't know. Maybe you and Officer Wilde should go ask him.
Office lady to architect. You're right.
Mrs. Shell was a fantastic architect that helped me figure out how to build the new homeless shelter I'll be opening soon.
New shelter.
Well,
It's a shame to hear she's hospitalized. Who'd do such a thing?
we were hoping that you'd answer that question, Mr. Walker.
Yeah.
You don't know anyone that didn't like her?
I worked with the lady, but I never knew anyone that didn't like her. No, in fact, I once considered appointing her as my assistant mayor. Well, if I were to be elected mayor.
You can't recall one single person that might have wanted to harm her in any way.
No, I'm sorry. Though, I must say, you two are as good as I'd heard on the news. You interrogate very well. Keep up the good work, both of you. Especially you, beautiful.
Thank
Wow.
you,
Wow.
Miles. That'll be all.
After you, beautiful.
Alright, Sahara Square.
Hops, Weld, what in the world are you two doing here?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's our crime scene now, too.
Says who? I call bull.
Close, but no dice. It's a buffalo. And his name
Wow.
is Chief Bogo. He let us have a little look-see into the little crime scene you got going on here.
Sorry, that's not happening. Judy, is he being serious right now? Or is this just another hilarious prank?
Not this time. It's serious. We know the victim's husband personally, so we'd like to go in there.
You'd like to... Look, we finished the case file already. We sent it over to be documented. The case is ours. Let's see what the chief has to say about this.
Are you seriously gonna call Bogo?
Watch me.
I wouldn't.
Why?
You're really gonna call Chief Bogo over something this small? You're probably just gonna piss him off, and when Bogo's pissed off, well, that means you get the absolute worst assignment next week.
You're really gonna disturb him right now? He's probably doing something extremely important. He's probably in the middle of some important case. Something so important that no one should disturb him.
Okay, fine. We're leaving anyway. You can go. If you can get through the flood.
Flood?
Pipe broke. The
Oh.
entire floors are flooded. Good for
Okay,
roommates,
well, that's
like,
interesting.
Water can't go in. Only the best in this country club.
So yeah, pretty sure foxes don't swim.
Oh, we do. And we'll get in that room, Lopez. We can get in, right?
You know what? I have an idea. Come on.
Lovely plan, Judy. I definitely intended on getting tetanus today.
Oh, suck it up, you big baby. It's not that bad. And we're here.
Okay, I'll bite. I don't know what we're looking for.
Any clue as to why she'd be robbed or assaulted? Whoever
Yeah.
attacked her could be a homeless animal. You never know. Maybe she's written down notes that could help us figure out why she was attacked and robbed. Maybe she knows something that she shouldn't.
You know, it was a robbery.
Seems pretty likely.
Animals can get hurt when there's a robbery, Judy.
These are plans for a building. A new building.
Looking for a lead is gonna be a little hard.
Idris Elba?
Judy,
What?
her ID.
my god!
What? What is it?
Ex my Adirin! But on a record player. Who listens to records anymore?
Okay, one,
some people.
It's multiply, not X. And two, even I buy records, okay? And then I sell them. Look, the ID certainly belongs to Mrs. Shell.
Fur!
What?
Holy mackerel! Yes! There's fur here! From a... I can't recognize it.
Oh.
The window's broken. Most of the glass is on the inside.
If Mrs. Shell was in her apartment the entire time, as she wasn't working, then whoever broke in would have seen her, meaning that our perpetrator didn't care and busted in through the window. This could mean two things. One, the suspect's goal was to just take whatever he could find, and he didn't care who he hurt along the way, including Mrs. Shell here. Or two, his goal was to hurt Mrs. Shell, and then he took things to make it look like a robbery.
Wow, look at you, big shot cop. You're actually being useful for once, Nick. I'm proud of ya.
Aw, shucks, you're right. I should pat myself on the back, and when I get back to the ZPD, Bogo's gonna give me a gold star. But here's the thing. If our perp was really here to steal something, then why go through all the trouble of stealing from this apartment? If there's a window right here and Mrs. Shell is in the living room, then he would have seen her.
Maybe our robber was looking for something. If there are plenty of other apartments, then someone must have heard something.
Yeah. Time for some questioning, I guess.
Well, hello there. Officer Judy Hopps, ZPD.
And I'm her boy toy.
We just wanted to know if anyone here saw what happened to Mrs. Shell.
I didn't see nothing. And the only one that saw anything was some sloth, and he doesn't even belong here. He's a guest that comes whenever he wants. He's allowed to because our members can bring a maximum of 2 guests over. If you want to become members, I suggest you look at these.
No. That won't be necessary. Would you happen to know if the sloth is still here?
Well, he left 15 minutes ago.
What is the sloth's name?
He's called, Flash?
100-yard dash!
Okay, where could he be? The DMV? The
Nick!
Oh. Yeah, of course. 15 minutes ago, of course he's still there.
Should we take him to the station?
Can we?
Why? What's, Oh, that's just great, isn't it?
Where'd our car go?
Lopez and Myrtle. One left with the car they arrived with, the other with ours.
Wow.
There's only one solution.
Don't say public
transportation.
Oh. I hate life.
Public transportation. Oh. Okay.
Judy, is there something odd going on, or am I the only one?
Are you talking about those 2 bodyguard-looking punks who've been staring at us for the past 5 minutes?
No, I'm talking about that pig that hasn't stopped drooling on his phone for the past 5 minutes.
Wow.
Of course I'm talking about the 2 stalkers.
How am I supposed to know what you're talking about, girl? Like, is there something odd going on?
We're partners. We're supposed to think alike.
That is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard.
Oh, I just love it when you talk dirty to me.
Oh, shut up. We need to seriously analyze what's going on. Where'd they go?
Oh.
This is not good.
Yeah! Oh, okay. Fight scene!
Hey, what's going on down there?
Oh.
Wow.
Hey, thanks for that.
Yeah, that helps.
Alright, everybody stay low, okay? Stay low.
Hey.
Nick! Let him go!
Oh.
Right now! Get your paws off him! Do it!
Recovered pretty quick from getting kicked by an elephant. Oh. Well?
Judy, move.
At least he
I'm
hit the
moving.
water. Probably be okay. Nice. Nice kick. Oh. Well, there we go. That was actually, yeah, that was definitely definitely a bit more interesting than the first one. I mean, there was a lot more of just just a lot more to sink your teeth into, a lot more excitement. I mean, we had a fight scene just there, so that was cool. Actually, pretty well done. They animated it a bit more there, and made it pretty active. And I'm interested to see where the plot goes. I mean, the obvious thing would be that it all goes back to that other rabbit, the mayoral candidate. But we'll see. That might be too obvious. Maybe there's gonna be a twist. I like, he's the obvious one to suspect. He's connected to this victim, so just you would think it would be him, but could be that could be just like a false lead. Maybe it's someone who's like opposed to him. Maybe that's what's going on. They don't want him to expand or whatever, and that's why they took out the architect. Either way, it's weird that the police were just so ready to drop the investigation. I don't think that happens. I mean, maybe if it was just a burglary, but like with a serious assault with someone comatose as a result, I don't think that would ever fly. That's like, I mean, that's the kind of thing people are going to want an answer for. So I don't know. But there we go. I mean, it was pretty good. And I think it's pretty well done. The art is good. The voice acting, I think Nick and Judy are real good, but the rest of the cast are kind of, I don't know, not quite on the same level. But it's still fine overall, and it definitely does capture the Zootopia vibe pretty well, I think, and overall, pretty good stuff. Anyway, I assume we'll probably get more of this next month, unless the patron decides not to, but we'll see. But probably next month we'll get more, and until then, hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.